A man is sat in a cafe, in front of a window, and a woman outside can only see his back. What physique shape do you think she's looking for? A. A rectangular physique, but quite skinny. B. A round physique, but quite fat. Or C. A V taper that's sculpted. Well, of course, it's going to be C. It's a V taper that's quite sculpted. And why is this? This is because it's quite wide and it's a very masculine physique shape. This physique shape is evolutionarily ingrained into women's minds as being dominant and also keeping them safe. So naturally, they're going to go towards a man that has a V taper because it means they're going to be safer. Your back needs to look wide and be powerful. Why did I put so much emphasis on the word be for powerful? This is because when your back is wide and you go to pick her up or you lift something heavy and it just looks strong, but it's actually weak, it's going to feel like she's being lied to. This is because your back portrays such a strong image of you. Your back makes you look very dominant, very powerful, and very masculine, but in reality, you're weak. Don't let that happen. Imagine you go to pick up your wife and you can't. You just shrug it off, you just laugh about it, you try and make a joke. But you know that she thinks that she's fat now. The amount of women that will think that they're fat because you can't pick them up, and even if you look strong, it makes it even worse because she'll think, oh, he's strong, why can't he pick me up? And you'll think to yourself, oh, I'm weak, I can't pick up my wife. You can't carry your family. You will suffer with that thought because you didn't put in the time and effort to not only build a masculine back, but also a strong, powerful back. What you need to do is, you need to focus on your lats. Your lats should be the priority in the gym on your back day. This is because your lats are responsible for the wide back look. And it's also where a lot of your power comes from because your lats are the biggest muscle in your back. Target your lats through wide grip pull-ups. This is the best way I grew my back. All I done was wide grip pull-ups more often. I still done other things like a lats pull down. That's what you also need to do. You need to do wide grip lat pull downs. But first, you start with wide grip pull-ups, and then you move on to wide grip lat pull downs because you can change the weight on lat pull downs, whereas pull-ups is just your body weight. You can use resistance bands, but it's a lot quicker and just so much more efficient to just use a lat pull down. You're a lot less likely to quit when it's less hassle to do. Biceps work with back. If your back is strong, your biceps may be the thing that's letting you down. If you built a strong foundation for your back's very strong. You can row a lot of weight. It's a very rare case that your biceps are also going to be weak whilst your back's strong. In some cases, your biceps may not be as strong as you want them to be. This is because you don't train biceps properly. This can also lead to the same problem as before, where you try to pick up your wife and you just can't. I would argue biceps are the reason why men can't pick up their wives, because they have a strong back. Your back is fairly strong. It's a big muscle, but your biceps are not strong enough to hold her up. If your wife was to wrap her legs around you, do you think you would be able to hold her up? Would you be able to even hold her up when she's sideways with like her legs are in your arms and she's put her hands around your neck? Most men can't. Your wife is definitely turned off by that, and she's probably looking for another man at the moment. But good luck for you. Biceps are very easy to grow. It's a very small muscle, compared to other muscles anyway. So, it doesn't take much tension to grow them. As a foundation, I'm going to give you this sort of workout plan for your biceps. Start with doing free weight dumbbells, dumbbell curls. So it's just a curl. You're just curling your dumbbells. Use a bench. Sit on the bench so you can just focus. When you stand up, you start to sway. You're just off balance. You get bored a lot easier, I found out, because you're just focused on standing and trying to not move rather than actually focusing on your biceps. So it feels inferior. It feels pointless to do. So get a bench, put it up straight as if you're going to do shoulder press, and just curl. Actually, put the bench back like to one notch. You have like loads of notches in the bench where you can put it back. Put it back one, just so you have a wider range of motion. Do 3 sets, 8 clean reps, a full rep, clean rep. This is where you do the full range of motion. And then you're going to finish off with 7 partial reps. This is where you only do some of the movements. The reason why I say do 7 partial reps is to make sure you actually pick up a heavy enough weight that you can do 8 clean reps, but also finish off with 7 partial reps. You're not going to go too light and pick up 10 kg, but you're also not going to go too heavy and pick up 24 kg. You're going to go somewhere in the middle, maybe around 14 to 16 kg if you've been going for quite a while, but find out what weight works for you. This means you'd have done a total of 15 reps. Moving on to your next exercise, the preach curls, you're going to do 3 sets to failure. Just put it on a medium weight that's fairly heavy, but it's not going to be a weight that's going to injure you, because on this exercise people can get injured quite easily. It's probably one of the most common exercises to get injured on. So don't go too heavy too quickly. Just go to a medium weight. Just curl till you can't anymore. Failure, stop. Do that 3 times, and that's your bicep day done. Make sure to engage your back. A woman loves to see the details in your back, all the muscles that come out when you actually properly train your back. If you've been training your back for over a year and you don't see the details and all these new muscles coming out, you might not be engaging your back properly. This advice is very overlooked, but it is limiting your growth. Women will lust over your back when it is detailed. Your back is only going to get detailed from properly engaging it. How do you do this? Well, one of the easiest ways to know if you're engaging your back is to ask a friend to just place his hand on the muscle that you want to target. You can do this with any muscle, to be honest. Biceps, if you really want to know if you're tensing your biceps, just ask someone to touch the bicep, put a bit of pressure on the bicep. This means that when you're tensing it, you feel like you're pushing their fingers up. You don't want them to really push into your muscle. You just want to be able to lift up their fingers, and that's how you know if you're tensing the muscle properly. So, for the easiest one and the most known example is our lat pull down. People put their fingers in between someone's back, on their spine most likely, and they tense, they pull, and they try and squeeze their fingers. They trap the fingers with their scapula. This means that they're not just stopping midway through. Don't do this for partials. It doesn't really make sense. There's no point because it's not going to do the full range of motion. But on your clean reps, definitely do this when you're starting out. Later on, You might not need to, maybe here and there every 2 months or so, just to remind you of doing the full range of motion. It's always a good thing to just go back and cover things that you've forgotten. But you will end up just getting used to the form and you won't need to anymore. But if your back isn't detailed, you've obviously not been engaging your back properly anyway. So you need to listen to this advice. Ask someone to put the fingers in between your back on your spine, and then you try and use your scapula, which is the muscles on the outside of your spine, to crush their fingers, squeeze their fingers. Like I said before, when it comes to other muscles in your back, just ask them to place their fingers on the muscle. This could be your lats. Just ask them to place their hand on the lats. Just place it on. Don't even need to be on the side. Just place it on. And then you'll feel the lats pulling. You'll feel there. You'll feel pulling. And you'll feel pushing their fingers. You'll feel your lats pulling. You feel their fingers being pushed. If the information in this video has helped you, check out the description in this video. If that doesn't work, go to Ethan Higgins 001 on Instagram and check out the bio there, and it would definitely work. That's my community where you can pay for more information like this to take your results in the gym even further and make sure that you build the attractive physique. Goodbye.